there's an investor that has gotten a lot of press, a lot of acclaim. Her name is Cathy Wood. And she's kind of run into some things lately because she was a tech investor and she kind of missed out on NVIDIA. And that's kind of like one that you don't really want to miss out on, right? If you get a tech fund, you kind of want the semiconductors. I actually recommended semiconductors about 2.5 years ago. I did a piece actually, in NVIDIA was one of the companies I cited as one of the potential beneficiaries. And boy, was I right on that one, right? So anyway, Cathy Wood, she's a very, very famous investor. She sat down and was asked this question. I thought it was important because if you listen to her now, I think a lot of people would have thought that she was a lib, right? Because, she's on CNBC all the time and she's in that Wall Street crowd and this, that, and the other. And she's, kind of a darling, the media darling. And yet when she was asked, who is she going to vote for? She told us, and then she had to qualify it. This was really interesting to me. I want to play this clip for you. The podcaster said to her, or the host of this event said, Trump or Biden? Look at her response.
Trump or Biden?
Is it? The word is, so as I've said to my children, so I have 2 girls and a boy, and they're split on this. As I've said to them, look, I am going to vote for the person who's going to do the best job for our economy. I am a voter when it comes to economics. And on that basis, Trump. I mean, So Art Lauffer describes the first 3 years of the Trump presidency as the best in U.S. economic history. Not the last one because of COVID, but, and I would agree.
Wow.
And I went through Reaganomics too.
I love that she mentioned Art. He's a really good friend of mine. And Art's brilliant. And we, as a nation, have a lot to thank Art for. Actually, Trump gave him a huge award, the Medal of Freedom Award, because Art Lauffer is the guy responsible. If you study economics, you learn about the Lauffer curve. It's basically when, you tax so much that you actually wind up suppressing the economy because people are like, well, why should I bother going to work? I'm just going to have to pay more taxes. And so Art drew this out as a little curve on a napkin for Ronald Reagan years ago. And as a result of that, Reagan was like, you know what, you're right. I mean, he kind of believed that anyway. And he presented the Lauffer curve to America and said, we're going to cut taxes. And he brought taxes down, and we have him to thank for the economic success that followed. I mean, you're coming out of Jimmy Carter in the 70s, right? So what can we do now? The answer is not to raise taxes, which is exactly what Joe Biden wants to do. The answer is to give more back to you, the people. Put the money in the hands of the people that are earning it in the first place. Right? I mean, you're going to tax and tax and tax. I mean, it's partly, in a small way, why Trump is saying, hey, for this tax on tips. When I was younger, nobody got taxed on their tips. Wait staff don't even make any money as it is. You're going to tax them on their tips, which is basically just a tip. He was in Philadelphia this weekend. I played this at the top of the show, but I want to remind you of it. Philadelphia over the weekend gave out $500 in tips. And what did he write? And he's telling everybody to write this on your check. No tax on tips. Drew, can we go to clip 1?
I'm going to give you $500. You guys all split it up.
Thank you.
I'm going to say this. Great things happen in Philadelphia. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
You know what? It is the economy, stupid. It really is. And Cathy Wood gets it. Big contribution just came in from the head of the Mellon family. I mean, you're talking old money, right? Mellon family, I think it was $50 million that he just gave to Donald Trump and $25 million to RFK. He really doesn't like Biden. I mean, Mike Bloomberg's out there, $19 million that he's giving to Joe Biden. But I think right now, the column is actually in Trump's favor. He's earning more money from all of the everyday folks out there in America that are donating, and also a lot of the elites too, because I think the handwriting's on the wall. Nobody wants to wind up in some kind of world war. Nobody wants our border compromised, and nobody wants our economy going straight down the drain, which is exactly where it's going. I mean, I don't know. Joe Biden seems to care about Ukraine when he needs to care about Ukraine. Like, remember back when he flew all the way over and made sure that they fired the guy who was in charge of investigating the company that his son worked for to the tune of $83,000 a month? Yeah, that's when he cares about it. Or, how about all these energy deals that his son was involved in the likes of China, Ukraine, Romania, and like old-fashioned energy. This is not the green stuff, okay? So somehow it's okay. It's okay. We can champion energy for everybody else, but we have to be involved in only green, only green. You know what? I don't have a problem with green. Just give it all to me, okay? Because I want to be energy self-sufficient. Thank you very much. We were. And it's been eroded. And it's been taken away from us under this president who is not cut out for the job. Policy-wise, I haven't even talked about his age. You know what he needs? He needs a little balance of nature. Thank you very much. Another one of our great sponsors right here on the show, balanceofnature.com. I encourage you guys to go there. 1-800-246-8751 is the number. The discount code you need to use, it's Trish, because I don't think I've ever seen, really and truly, as long as we've been working with them, I don't think I've seen such a huge discount. This is actually huge, and it's just a limited time. So go check them out today and order it. Balanceofnature.com. You're going to get, wow, okay, this is new. They just started this today. I didn't even know they were doing this. I assumed it was 35% off. It's 50% off. It's 50% off your first set as a preferred customer during this summer savings promotion. Wow. Okay, so use discount code Trish, my name, to get 50% off your first order. You can call 1-800-246-8751. You can order it on balanceofnature.com. Just use discount code Trish for 50% off. This is actually a pretty extraordinary offer. I didn't even realize it was 50% off. I'm reading this in live time, so I assumed it was 35. I take the fruits and veggies, the supplements every day. I love them. You've heard me rave about them. I know that some of you guys actually already do take it. Leslie, you've told me you love this stuff. Anyway, I love it. And you know what? Maybe for Christmas, we can send one to Joe Biden. What do you think? If he's still president, then, it's a terrible thing to say, right? Because I don't know. Sometimes I look at Kamala and I'm like, she's just hanging on. She's hanging on, saying, just be patient. Just be patient, girl. Maybe your day will come. I don't think he's going to win. I really don't. But you know what? He should take care of his health. We should all take care of our health. Drink your water. Get your exercise and take your balance of nature, ladies and gentlemen. Do that.